It's Friday.
And that means it's 7:02 Unplugged.
It is time for 702 Unplugged, and today we're bringing you an award-winning Canadian duo. That's Frank Cadillac as well as Adrian Morris, and together they form Neon Dreams. Well, they are topping the charts in South Africa with their hit single Life Without Fantasies. So we managed to get them on the show to talk about how their songs are performing so well, and when they first became aware. Let me just give you a sense of how the music has done well in South Africa. The single reached number 2 on Spotify's South Africa Viral 50. And that's when they realized that they've got some fans in South Africa. Previously, they won a Juno Award, and Juno Awards are often referred to as the Grammys of Canada. And they've toured the US, they've toured Canada extensively, and now they can see that they've got fans outside of North America, and this, I hope, is only the beginning of spreading that love, right? So with that, good afternoon, Frank. Good afternoon, Adrian.
Hey, good morning.
Oh, it's
Or good
morning to you
afternoon.
guys. Yeah, it's afternoon over here.
Here.
Good to have you. Good to have you on the show. I'm glad that you could join us.
Happy to be here.
So there's so much to talk about because I'm sure you were also just swept away in this realization that your first big breakout success outside of North America is in South Africa. How did you come to realize?
It was like in the middle of the summer, I think last summer, and we just noticed Adrian noticed a few spikes, and we're like, that's cool. And then like every day just kept going, and then we got on the viral charts.
Yeah, and we just organically watched the track grow over a few months, and it went to a place that we couldn't even believe it went to. And it was really cool because we watched it start really small and just starting to bubble in South Africa, and then it became this huge track, and people just started messaging us like crazy.
The crazy part is that we released the song probably a year before this all happened, and like it didn't do well. Like obviously we had success over here. It's just sometimes songs just don't go as well as planned, and then because like I thought it was one of my best songs I ever made, and then like it didn't do much. But I guess we were right about that feeling. You know, sometimes things just take time. Nothing happens in a day.
Yeah, but let's first tell the story of Neon Dreams and how the two of you came together. So Frank, you were doing this music thing, and Adrian, you'll tell us about how you got to come into the picture for the two of you to partner up. But just give me a sense of when you first started out and meeting each other and thinking, this is the sound, this is the person I'm going to do this with.
Well, I guess it starts with me moving to Halifax, Nova Scotia. That's where we live in Canada right now. Like my mom had me. She was 17, so we were bouncing city to city. She got kicked out for having me, and then we eventually landed in Halifax. And that's when I picked up guitar for the first time. Like her boyfriend showed me a few chords, and I was like, this actually makes me happy. And I didn't know I wasn't happy until I started playing guitar. And so I followed that, and when I got better at like making songs, I went to my mom, like, why do all my like lyrics suck? You know, she's like, well, you don't do anything. You don't have no friends. You need to go out and make some friends.
Is that what you said?
Yeah. he's like, some good things will happen, some bad things are going to happen, and you can write about that. And that's what I did. And then I started my first band, and actually met Adrian on YouTube. As our first drummer couldn't make one of our biggest shows, and then they were like, we need somebody, and we called him. Can you learn our songs in 2 days? And he learned it all in one, and I've seen him ever since that day. Like
the connection was instant, clearly.
Yeah.
What a request to learn the songs in 2 days, Adrian.
Yeah.
Very well.
He's like one of the best drummers out here.
Yeah.
It worked.
So Adrian, you're now obviously part of this duo. We can even see in your music videos that you're both instrumentalists. And Frank, yes, you're the main vocalist, but it seems like you are responsible for so much of what your sound comes out like, that the collaboration, the partnership works so well that it's evident and it's expressed so well through the music. Adrian, just take me through the process that you guys have developed now.
Yeah, like every song that we work on starts in a different ways, and because we're like multi-instrumentalists, like it might start with like an idea I have on guitar, or an idea he has on guitar, or on the ukulele, or maybe it's a beat, maybe it's a hip hop beat, maybe it's a pop song beat. It can really come from anywhere, and then we kind of take it and we bring it together, and we work on it from there to bring it into like the Neon Dreams world and sound. And even that's how Life Without Fantasy started. It started with him working on a beat with a friend, and he brought it back to Canada, and then we worked on it from there.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, too, like we always try to think about how people are going to feel when they hear the song. Like when they're sitting in the room, are they having a good day or a bad day, and how are we going to help them get through it?
Yeah, that is the distinguisher. Your mom said, yes, you're not writing really good songs, but that clearly has changed because the connection with the music is in those lyrics, like Life Without Fantasies seems to have struck a chord largely because of the message that it carries. So that seems to be a strength that you now have. Talk to me about the place from which you write, a place from which you draw that inspiration about your life and about the things that have happened to you.
I guess it's funny. I hear this a bit more now. Like, people that go through pain early are like kind of lucky because they get to see the world a bit differently. And I just grew up like not being like accepted anywhere because like just in general, like there's like being a new kid every like few months, all that. But as I started moving through life, I got to see so many different types of people, and I realized like we're all just going through like life together. Like we all get upset, we all cry, we all are happy, and I just wanted to. When I started getting better with music, when I found my purpose, I realized I just want to help people with my stories because like I got through it early, and at the end of the day, I think we are all kind of misfits in a way. We all didn't feel accepted at one point. So I just wanted to be there for anybody that's going through that. Even if my music's playing in a grocery store and they're having a bad day, they kind of hear some lyrics and it makes them feel better. Like that's I did my job,
Mm-hmm. Everybody's a misfit in their own kind of way. Yeah, I like that. I like that because that says that there's a place you can find your own place within the music, within the fandom. What kind of feedback do you see? Adrian, as you said, you were monitoring, you could see what was happening online, the feedback, the comments coming from South African fans, and so on. What is the feedback that your fans are saying, that listeners to your music are saying about how it touches, moves, or affects them?
Honestly, it's the first time we've ever seen this amount of love ever in our entire career. And then also just people telling us about how the songs are helping them get through the day, helping them get through whatever they're going through in life right now. And and some of them even reached out and like you've connected with them on like personal levels through social media and the internet and stuff like that. But it all starts with the music and how it let their emotions come out because of the way they heard the song or how it touched their lives.
Mm. And the world needs that right now, doesn't it? Because of what we're experiencing with the pandemic and just the hard times that people all over the world are experiencing.
No, I feel that.
Yeah, definitely.
I had to go back to some of my old records that got me through.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we can be there for a generation of like younger kids right now. People in general. I'm glad we can be there for them. It's like
yes,
that's the best feeling.
So what happens next? What happens next, considering how well this single has done? What are your plans? I know maybe touring, you guys have toured, you have your legions of fans in Canada and the US, but what are your plans for the near future?
Our plans are to come to South Africa. Like that's the next goal.
We actually just announced a small socially distanced tour happening in May this morning. So if you go to
Right.
like our social medias and stuff, you can see we just announced about, I think it was about 10 dates or 12 dates in
Mhm.
South Africa, and we are so excited to be coming.
That is so cool because at the moment you're on number one on several stations, on top 40s. And this is really going to be a moment, a special moment, even though, there aren't a lot of shows happening because of the pandemic and so on. It's great that you could make something happen. So we'll direct our listeners to your pages because I think this is a great development that you've responded in this way by organizing a visit to our shores.
Yes.
Right. So 10 days, 10 performances. Where can we look that up?
Right on our site.
Right on our social media, our website. If you just type in Neon Dreams South
Neon
Africa
Dreams.
tour into a search, I'm sure you can find all the dates.
Excellent. Thank you so much. We're going to play the music now. Thanks for preparing the special Unplugged performance for all your fans here in South Africa. And all those, of course, who are hearing you for the first time, and will be touched by your message. Thanks, guys.
Hey, thank you so much.
Thank you. That is Neon Dreams. That's the duo. That's Frank Cadillac as well as Adrian Morris. And after this, we're going to take a break and then we're going to play you the music because that's what it's about. And then you'll get to go onto their website to check out the dates because in May, they're heading this way. And right now, of course, you may have heard the single, Life Without Fantasies, playing quite well, performing well, moving up the charts pretty well in the past couple of weeks. And that's why there's a tour on the way.
How's it going, everybody? It's time to bring out this little thing. It's called ukulele. Top 5 most extremely hard instrument to play in the world, in the galaxy, actually, because I've been outside of this world before. The song's called Life Without Fantasies. Hey! I wanna have a bed on Beverly Hills. Grandma gon' be dead when she see the gold grills. Spend a couple stacks on a one-night grill. That be okay, hey. I wanna get a fade like every other day. Got him bad and bougie on the way. I wanna see the look on my teacher's face from my Bentley, yeah. But what is life? What is life without fantasies? Yeah. Wish I could hop out of Ray and get the hell out this place. I'd have a choo-choo train straight to outer space. What is life without fantasies? Yeah. I don't need a lot, I don't need a rain. I just want love, a little bit of pain. I just need you, your company. I just need you, your ecstasy. I don't need a bar, I don't need a chain. I just want love, a little bit of change. I just need you, your company. I just need you, your ecstasy. Hey. If it all goes my way, if it lit, I get it all off my chest. Everything I wish I said. I take a real stand to all those that hurt me. What is life? What is life without fantasies? Yeah. Come on, oh, oh, oh. I don't need a lot, I don't need a ring. I just want love, a little bit of fame. I just need you, your company. I just need you, your ecstasy. I don't need a bar, I don't need a chain. I just want love, a little bit of change. I just need you, your company. I just need you, your ecstasy. Remember when I was new in town? I always walked straight with my head down. They didn't even try to figure me out until you came around. Yeah, everyone thought that I played ball, 'cause I was 13 and 6 feet tall. Skipping out class and writing songs. You were there to sing along. Yeah, we were kings before we had a crown. Yeah, we had dreams, but damn, look at us now. Yeah, even if we're so far away, remember those days like yesterday. You're in all these memories. I haven't seen you since 17, but you know that don't change a thing, 'cause you still mean everything. And yeah, you still mean the world to me. Remember when they beat me down again, just for the color of my skin? When I thought I'd fall apart, you were there to pick me up. We were kings before we had a crown. Yeah, we had dreams, but then look at us now. Even if we're so far away, remember those days like yesterday. You're in all these memories. I haven't seen you since 17, but you know that don't change a thing, 'cause you still mean everything. Yeah, you still mean the world to me. And I'm now old, and I'm now old, and I'm now old, and I'm now old. Even if we're so far away, remember those days like yesterday. You're in all these memories. I haven't seen you since 17, but you know that don't change a thing, 'cause you still mean the world to me. Yeah, you still mean the world to me. Yeah, you still mean the world to me. Jenny was a dancer, out on her feet. One night said it's cancer, she thought she was big. Well, I know it's a dark, dark world. Yeah. Frankie with a key, we nowhere to sleep. Always from there to shut down his dreams. It took hold and buried him like gold. And when the night comes, they're sitting there in the dark, looking up and thinking, will it always be this hard? Well, I've been there before. You can take it from me, it's not about where you are, it's about where you're going. Hey, no, yeah, no, it's a shit song. When you know, keep the hope, and I wish I was you. So somebody was find you. Oh, heaven knows where the light burns. When you know, keep the hope, and I wish I was you. Somebody was find you. Casey fell in love, thought it never would end, until she saw the photo he sent to a friend. Yeah, I know it's a cold, cold world. Tom was looking forward to meeting runs through the wall. When the night comes, they're sitting there in the dark, looking up and thinking, will it always be this hard? Well, I've been there before. You can take it from me, it's not about where you are, it's about where you're gonna be. Yeah, no, it's a shit show. When you're low, keep the hope, and I wish I was dreams of something to find you. Oh, heaven knows where the light goes. When you're low, keep the hope, and I wish I was sweet dreams of something to find you. Yeah, I know, it's a shit show. When you're low, keep the hope, and I wish I was sweet dreams of something to find you. Heaven knows where the light falls. When you're low, keep the hope, and I wish I was sweet dreams of something to find you. To satisfying you.
It's Friday.
And that means it's 702 Unplugged.